What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you can tell, we are in a new space. So we are in the new office. It's not completely done yet. There's still quite a bit that I need to get done. I want to get like a couch in here and other stuff like that. Make it look a little bit less empty, but this is the space. Basically, the past week, I have been moving everything over to the office. And so it's just really nice to get out of my bedroom and get back into somewhere so I'm not just sitting in my room all day. And so I'm just really, really excited. And I feel very, very grateful that I have a space that is no longer inside of my room. It's still kind of a little bit dark in here. There's not that many lights, but I have a couple lights that I need to get set up, basically need to get plugged in and stuff like that. And so I think it'll look a little bit better once that's all set up, but I just kind of have to mess around with some stuff and see what works, see what doesn't work. And so these next couple videos, everything it's probably going to be changing pretty often. There's going to be new stuff in the background. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. But I'm trying to make this office look a little bit different than the last one. And there's going to be other things that are happening in this office, which I'm really excited to share about. And it kind of explains why I'm going a different direction with how this office looks. So what is that thing that I'm going to be doing? Well, if you remember recently, I did a video talking about how, I was in special ed growing up. And the reason that I shared that was because it really informed a lot of the decisions I made even after I started a YouTube channel and through helping other people. And so it informed me in a way that it made me afraid to try stuff because I always felt like I was dumb. And so one of the main things was I never got any sort of like nutrition certification because I felt like there was just no way that I'd be able to do it because I struggled so much in school, like tremendously in school, to where I was just genuinely terrified of going to school. But in that recent video, I talked about how I started a nutrition certification. I am very, very, very happy to say that I have finished the course and I also took my final exam and I passed. So I am now a certified nutrition coach and I'm going to be able to coach people in nutrition and not feel like I, don't have some sort of some certification and that I'm like, taking people's money when I don't feel like I have the correct knowledge. And so I'm really, really excited about that. Now, as far as what that looks like in the future, I don't think much is going to change as far as videos are concerned. Eventually, I will open up the coaching to anyone around the world that wants to get coached. Within reason, I will make sure that I'm kind of choosing people that I actually feel that I can help. If I feel like there's stuff that maybe I can't address, I would not feel comfortable taking money from someone like that. So there's definitely going to be some sort of process to make sure that we're a right fit, right? Because I just don't want to work with someone that I feel like I just won't be able to help. But I also think eventually I want to have people in person here in the office and do meetings like that because I just think that that could be really cool and a way for me to, again, branch out and do something different. And I have this space, so why not use it? With that being said, I do want to say that while I am excited to start helping people one-on-one, it's obviously nerve-wracking because it's something new, something that I've never done before. And so there's always those thoughts that creep into my head of, you shouldn't be doing this. You're not smart enough. Like, this isn't for you. You're an imposter, things like that. As I've come to realize that I really, really struggle with imposter syndrome quite a bit. And in all of my videos, a lot of times I'll watch them back and I'll just feel like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Or, I always have this thought, like genuinely, if I'm being completely real, that at some point there's going to be some sort of video or thing that comes out that proves that I have no idea what I'm talking about. And everything I've ever said is obviously a lie. And that like, I've just made all of this up. And like, the only reason I even have any fans is or people that watch my videos is some sort of fluke. And like, I just like a lot of times I think that somehow I'm like tricking people into sticking around and watching videos or stuff like that. Like it's really not great and something that I really struggle with quite a bit. So I just know for a fact that is going to be something that I'm struggling with as I get into this new profession or just new thing that I'm going to be doing. But it doesn't change the fact that I am so excited to actually go down that road. I've talked about my past a few times. I think I even talked about when I first brought up the fact that I was even doing this nutrition certification. But, my life wasn't the easiest when I was growing up. We were very, very poor when I was young. As I said before, I was taken away from my mom. Luckily, it was only for about a year, but she was a drug addict. And so we were taken away from her. She got clean, thankfully, and we were able to go back with her. And so there's certainly people that have had like harder lives than me growing up. But my life was, it wasn't the easiest. As I was growing up and then being diagnosed with ADD, being in special ed, feeling like I'm stupid, all of these things have really, really just informed and shaped who I was and where I thought I was going to be. When I was 20 years old, that's when I started losing weight. I felt like there was no future for me, truly. Like I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. It just felt like I am going to go to whatever store and just find a job retail or something and work there, minimum wage, maybe move my way up as much as I can, because I felt like I don't have any skills. I went to college for a year, but I didn't graduate college. I'm not good in school. I'll never be able to get any sort of, diploma, or I have a high school diploma, but any sort of degree, any of that, all that stuff is too far away from me. I grew up really poor. I saw what it was like to struggle, and I just assumed that that's where I was going to go. And so the first thing that completely changed my life, and I know I'm getting sappy, but was this YouTube channel. And it still is the thing that changed my life. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, I truly don't know where I'd be. And so I am always so thankful for that. And I feel like that's sometimes to my detriment, but that is what has made me never want to take advantage of my audience, of the people that are watching this. And there's been times when I got more views on videos. There's times when I get less views on videos. It goes up and it goes down. I understand. I'm not going to sit here and try and act like I can hold everyone's attention for the rest of my life. I understand that that's not possible, right? I understand that YouTube is something that no matter how hard I try or how much I feel like I'm doing, eventually it's just not going to exist forever. And so I do feel like this is a step, at least taking a step in a direction that maybe past YouTube. I'm not saying that I'm stopping YouTube. Actually, the reason I moved into this office is because I want to put more effort into it and do more. But I understand that it cannot last forever. And so that's why I wanted to get the nutrition certification. But I just wanted to share the update because I know I talked about it and I didn't share that I passed. And so I just wanted to share that good news with you. But also, I try not to be too motivational because I do feel like it's kind of cheesy. But, if you are someone that came from a similar background and you feel like there's no hope for you, especially if you're someone that was as overweight as me and you feel like everything's stacked against you. You have no options. You feel like the future, there's nothing to look forward to. I just want to say I understand how you feel, okay? That's the first thing. I know what that feels like, truly, okay? And it sucks. I get it. It's not fun to feel that way. Okay. But if you want to get out of that place, I do believe that you can. Now, I understand that and I believe this, your starting position in a race is way further back than some other people when you are dealing with those hurdles that you have to get over. And is it fair? No, right? One of my favorite things that I've talked about before that I heard from Will Smith back in the day before he slapped Chris Rock, but is about fault versus responsibility. Is it your fault that you started, way behind other people because, you were born into really serious poverty, your parents maybe were drug addicts, your family didn't know anything about nutrition, you're freaking 300 pounds before you even graduate high school, all of those things, is that technically your fault? Maybe not. But if you do want to change that and you don't want to be stuck in that position for the rest of your life, I believe that to an extent, it is your responsibility to make some change. And obviously, I hope that there are things that happen that you get lucky the same way I was able to get lucky with my video going viral and things happening for me. I understand that luck played a huge role in taking me from where I was to where I am now, and I will never discount that. But also, I've put in quite a bit of work and I've tried to build as much as I can. And so I just want to talk to that person that might be in that position, even if you're 20 or even if you're 30, 40, 50, right? Wherever you are in life, life isn't over yet and it can always change and things can always get better. And I am just very, very thankful. And I just wanted to say that. I'm very, very thankful for the YouTube channel, and I'm very, very thankful that I decided to take the step to get this certification. I'm thankful for this office. I'm thankful for you, and I hope to continue to grow, and I hope to continue to be able to help people, whether that's YouTube videos or maybe even being your coach at some point. But yeah, hopefully this video didn't feel like it was a waste of your time. I just wanted to share those updates that are going on. I'm very excited about the office. Let me know if there's anything you think that would make the office look better. Thank you so much for watching this video and all the videos that I put out. I cannot wait to make more videos in this office, and I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.